Well, I think it's been a really good season from that point of view. Whenever we've been in trouble, whenever we found ourselves on the back foot, somebody has stood up and put his hand up. And I think that's largely also due to the environment that we've created around the team. I think it's been a really good team environment. It's been, I think I'd like to believe that the youngsters feel pretty comfortable in our environment. There's not a lot of pressure because we don't have a lot of big stars. So there's not a lot of people breathing down their necks. We have given them a lot of freedom. We've given them a lot of clarity of roles. Each one of them knows exactly what they're doing in this team. And that makes it easier for them to perform. But in the end, it comes down to, the players actually performing and doing their jobs, especially under pressure. And I think, we've really found people, whenever we've been in trouble, someone stood up and, put his hand up, and today was Hodgie's turn. Look, we're short of spinners for various reasons, and Praveen Tambe was injured as well. So in fact, we just didn't have anybody to pick from. So it wasn't the ideal combination for this track, but that again shows our resilience. We knew, in an ideal scenario, you should be playing spinners, but with the injury of Praveen, we didn't even have that option. But it just shows Vikram came in and took two critical wickets up front, bowled really well his 3 overs, and I thought the bowlers did a really good job to restrict them to 133. They're a dangerous team, and I thought we did a really good job to restrict them. I think Paddy's been really useful. He's been fantastic for us, not only in the last week, but I think right through this tournament. I think it's I think when I've always been very keen on working with Paddy, and having him and working with him on a one-on-one basis. And having him lead the team. Unfortunately, last year we couldn't have it at Pune, and I was so glad that we could bring him on this year. The boys have really enjoyed Paddy. They've loved it, and so many guys have come up to me and said, "Look, this is fantastic. This is a great environment that you've been able to create." Paddy's played a great role in that. I would also like to mention Zubin Barucha and Monty Desai as well, who are unsung heroes, if you can call it that. They work behind the scenes with a lot of our younger players and add so much value to the side. So we don't have a lot of support staff. We just have 3 of them, and we don't believe in having bowling coaches and fielding coaches and all that sort of stuff. We just work with a very small squad, and I think they've done a fantastic job. It was a very tough. It was a blow to the team. I mean, it's not. It's something I've never experienced anything like it. It's like a bereavement in some ways. You feel a real sadness, disappointment, anger. There's so many emotions. I think what really worked for us, unfortunately, in the last, we had a day, and the next day we were playing the Sunrisers in Hyderabad, and everyone was in a daze really. I think the 2 days that we had in Jaipur after that were fantastic. We spent 2 or 3 days in Jaipur, and there were some really open, honest conversations amongst the players, amongst the coaching staff. A lot of emotion was shed, and in some ways, it was amazing for me to see, cricketers, the way they came out and expressed their feelings, and there was a range of emotions that we experienced over the last 2 days. But I think Paddy and the coaching staff, we slowly planned this campaign. We knew we had 4 days. We gave a couple of days for people to let the emotions go. We started focusing on the team day before yesterday, and then zeroed down our focus onto this game. We only arrived late last night. We purposely didn't come into Delhi. We enjoy being at Jaipur. We purposely just wanted to come in just the night before the game and play the game. And I thought, we just planned it really well. But it was a difficult week for all of us, and I can't thank the support staff enough, Paddy and his team and everyone around the Rajasthan Royals for the way they have managed these last 4 days.